Hey-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Is that the end of the song? I think that's the end of the song. Oh, my God, push buttons. Oh, my God, it's time to push buttons. Let's do it. What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's Monday, the 8th of... What month is it? Does anybody know what month it is? Oh, my God, it's April 8th. What are we doing? Guys, girls, ladies, gents... non-binaries, whoever you are, what is up? How are you doing? How are you doing? What's going on? What are you doing? What's going on? What is happening? What is happening in your neck of the woods? You got to tell me, because I won't know. That's the thing. If I don't know, I won't know. Then I will not know. Then I'll continue not knowing, right? And nobody likes that. Nobody likes it when I don't know what's going on. Oh my God, there's a little thing peeking. There's a little thing peeking through the corner right there. What is that? What is it? Let me look back there and I'm going to see what it is. I think it's the edge of a painting. Hold on. I think I have to hold down Alt for this one, guys. Yep. Oh, what? Oh, we're moving the... Which thing are we moving? We're moving the wrong border. We got to go like this. We got to grab this border, then hold down Alt. Oh, and you can see over there. Look at that. You can see over. It's a painting. That's what it was. It's the corner of the painting. So, like, if we go like this, you can see the very edge. You can see the very edge of a reveal of a painting. Look at that. There's a painting back there. There's a painting back there on an easel. There's a painting back there on an easel, like somebody might be doing some painting. Oh my God. And if that's true, guys, if that's true, what are we going to do with ourselves if Gerald starts painting again? What are we going to do? I've been doing some painting, guys. And somebody said tanks. What do you mean tanks? Those aren't tanks. What these right here? Hold on, which hand? This hand? I'm reversed. Those right there? You think those are tanks? What do you think those are? Fish tanks? Disgusting. You know what you get for that? This is what you get. You only get to see a little edge. You see the edge of a tank. Look at that. That's the back of a tank. That's an illuminated back of a tank. Can you see it? Take it from G Bear. G Bear will notice. They'll go on any stream and they'll notice a fish tank in the background. I like that about them. I like that about you. You know what I mean? Anyhow, we'll move the camera over a little bit because we can move it over a little bit today. Because who cares? There's empty fish tanks over here. Sorry. It's an ongoing project that you will eventually see on YouTube. You will eventually see a freaking fish tank video on YouTube. I was making the electrical video, and it just got fucking out of control. Okay, the electrical video got out of control, and I realized, oh my God, this is retarded. I got to start over. Not start over with the video, but I just have to start over with the edit. I included a million different things that's going to confuse the shit out of people, and then they're going to be like, I got a million questions. Can you please start an electrician school? And I'll be like, no, I can't do that. That's not something I can do for you. So I just have to go back, re-edit, and go with the simplify. So then I can release the painting of the walls video and how we did that. And then I have the soundboard video of how I made the sound panels in here. It's not 100% quiet in here, but it's so measurably better than sounding like I'm in a freaking cave, which is how it was sounding before. Along with the other videos with the final countdown of getting this room to make sense. And every time I make it make more sense, every time I get it to make more sense, I find 48 different things that I'm going to do, and I add stuff to it, and now there's freaking wires running all... Jesus Christ, it's out of control. Speaking of Jesus Christ, today there was an eclipse. There was an eclipse. And a lot of the people that believe in that, they think that today was going to be the rapture. They were going to be taken back to where they think they came from, heaven or whatever. They were going to ascend into a celestial body up into space or whatever. I don't know where they think they're going to go, but that's where they think they're going to go. Turns out it didn't work out. It didn't work out. There was no rapture, which is unfortunate because I have to say, I saw a meme the other day about the rapture. If everyone was raptured, what the world would be like. Let me see if I can find it. We could all get down to like, regular, get back to like regular humaning business that we're supposed to. I don't know. I don't think I can find the meme. I probably should have stuck it in the show notes, but I didn't because I had to deal with a contractor situation. I will say that. We'll say it was a contractor situation I had to deal with instead of conglomerizing my show memes. I need somebody to like conglomerize show memes for me so I can have them ready to go and then post them for you guys. Let's see. Was it in here? I don't think it was here. I think I saw it somewhere else. Damn it. Well, it makes for really good content when I'm like, dude, the other day I saw a thing and I give you a really bad description of it. And then and people are like, yeah, word. Good show. Fucking good show, dude. Such a good show. Anyhow. But here's the reality. Here's the reality. Every once in a while, the celestial bodies that float around the Earth planet that we are riding on, they get in alignment with each other in such a way that you will experience darkness during the day. And here in the year 2024, probably about 90% of Americans understand that. They understand, oh, we live in a universe. We can observe scientifically things that are happening around our planet because we can look further than, 100 feet away from ourselves. We can see what's going on out there. We have satellites. We have things going on. We have a lot of experiments and a lot of research going on, which, like I said, about 90% of Americans seem to understand that. There seems to be about 10% of Americans that think this is the 1200s or something. I'm not 100% sure what time frame they think that we're living in, but I wouldn't be shocked to find out that they think that the sun is moving around the planet being pulled by a chariot. Who pulled the sun? What? Was it Greco-Roman? I moved this. I redid this keyboard situation, and it is not good. God pulled the sun. The sun. Helios. That was one I was not going to pull out of my hat. I don't pray to Helios either. So, anyhow, according to the ancient myths, the sun was put in a chariot, and every day God Helios would drive the chariot all along the sky. That's how the sun would rise and set. Phaethon was the sun, the god Helios, who secretly took the chariot. Oh, Phaethon was the sun, the god Helios, who secretly took the chariot out one day to drive it. Okay, yeah. There's about 10% of Americans that apparently think that this is all still happening or whatever. I'm not really sure. They seem to just sort of make it up as they go. They think, they think the Earth is flat. They think that Jesus is real or whatever. It's all just a bunch of crap that they've made up in order to justify their life decisions that they've made, right? The life decisions that they've made that typically had zero forethought. They were 100% reactionary to what was happening in front of them at the moment, and then they want to justify those decisions later on with some nonsense that was made up, right? So the rapture didn't happen because that's not a real thing, and unfortunately, we still have to deal with that 10 to 20% of the population. But I don't know how big that percentage of the population is these days. But they all seem to be voting for a certain character who has portrayed himself as some kind of golden god, golden goose. I don't know, emperor without clothes, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so we're having to deal with that kind of nonsense on a daily basis. And we're still in it. We're still in it, no matter what, you know. The cool team says the world could still end. It still could, yes. If there's a catastrophic something or other, and the world ends, the last of our concerns are going to be our fish tanks. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's going to be the last of our concerns. So, but regardless, the eclipse happened today. Mike has a good point. Did Trump go blind this time? I don't know. He's probably staring at the sun as we speak. Which actually, one of the things I found that was kind of interesting about staring at the sun, and I feel like I knew this information before, but I was refreshed. My memory was refreshed on this one. Was when you burn your eyes, when you burn your retinas by staring at the sun or an eclipse, the sun generally. It's more like a sunburn on your skin than it is like burning your hand on the stove. So you can actually do severe damage to your retinas, and then it like sets in later, right? Like when you're running around in the sun all day, you don't put on any sunscreen, you haven't been in the sun for 6 months, whatever, and you're like, oh yeah, by the end of the day, you're like, I don't know, I feel like I got some sun, and then, come after dinner time, you feel like your skin's on fire. That is apparently what it's like when you burn your retinas staring at the sun like a bozo, even though every single person since you were 2 years old said, don't look at the eclipse. Don't look at it. Get your welding goggles on and check them out, which I honestly don't have a set of welding goggles that are strong enough anymore because that helmet that I had got stolen and I never replaced it. It was a really cool looking one that was like a skull, and so somebody thought, wow, I really need to have that. And so they took it and put it wherever their stuff goes. So it wasn't in my stuff anymore. But that happened a long time ago, guys. That was when we were in Tacoma. We're no longer in Tacoma. It's been a little while. Luckily, it has been a while, and I hadn't thought about it until now. And now I'm super depressed again, guys. Gah! Oh, what happened to my old welding mask? Actually, I want to tell you something. I want to be honest with you guys for a second. I like welding, but if I don't have to do it ever again, I'll probably be fine. I'll probably be fine if I don't ever have to weld again, because I'm not the best at it. But I do know somebody who's super good at welding, and his name is Jason. He runs Livingston. What's it? Livingston. Yeah, Livingston something. Livingston Customs or something. I forget what I don't know. It's Livingston something. He's the guy who did the all the light up signs and stuff. I have one, and it's going to be going. It's going to be going right up there. It's going to be going right there where that stupid painting is. This one that I don't like, but I have to get a sunk-in electrical box for the wall. That's in the mail. I ordered it a long time ago, and it's probably being shipped by UPS. The guys in the brown outfits probably have lost it numerous times now. Eventually it'll show up, But that's what I get for going with the bargain basement super cheap super cheap company, right? They didn't use the United States Postal Service like good companies do. I think they're using UPS. And boy, howdy, if it was FedEx, I don't even think it would make it here. So it'll show up. And the Celestial Pearl Danio sign will be going right there, which will be great. Everybody will love it. It lights up. It's fantastic. I'm almost considering putting some different LEDs in it because then I can have it light up with my other lights and be more controllable. I don't know. We'll see if we get there. We'll see if we get to that point where I go, I want to do that. I want to do that project, but we don't know. We don't know if I'm going to. I probably would make a YouTube video out of it, right? People would be like, oh, sweet. Did you see that YouTube video? It was fucking good. I got a bright light back there for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to check it out. Hey, welcome to the show where I check out stuff in the background. Oh, there's a stand here? Oh, that's why. Okay, well, I'll have to fix that later. I was going to fix it, but I'll have to fix it later. We'll just have to deal with the bright light there. Maybe I'll put my head right in the way. There we go. I'll put my head right in the way. You know? I can't, like, move the camera. I could do this. I can move the camera around, and I can show off my sweet electrical skills back there. Hold on, where was I? Right here? Is this where I was? Right here? Oh, sexy. Ah, yeah, people love it. Oh, my God, they love it. Oh, my God, we have gifted memberships. Oh, my God, we got to address these gifted memberships. Witchy Cat. Oh, my God, Witchy Cat has gifted 10 memberships to you lovely freeloaders. You freaking freeloaders. You don't re-up your membership. You just take it for a month. And then you're like, look at me. I got something for free. And then you freeload super hard. Who are the freeloaders? G-Bear, check GoFundMe, Raul, James Dover, Caitlin DeRosier, Veruca Salty Salt, Aquaman, Mantis, Toboggan, Turing's Enigma, TBEN. I don't know what that is. All good names, though, of all good people. We like Caitlin for sure. We like Raul, I think. James Dover. I don't remember James Dover. Aquaman. We like Aquaman for sure. Turing's Enigma. I mean, Turing's Enigma machine saved, humanity. So why not? That's always good. G-Bear. What's up, G-Bear? Oh, my God. G-Bear has been gifted. I believe G-Bear is one of the Utes. I believe G-Bear is one of the Utes, if I remember. Or maybe they're not a Ute anymore. I'm just that old now. Maybe I am that old. I have another birthday coming up next week, and I don't know what we're going to do. What are we going to do for my birthday? Vicky was asking me what I wanted to do for my birthday, and I said I wanted to rapture the weird religious freaks. She said she can't do that. She couldn't arrange it for me. So I'm not sure what we're going to do. I don't know if you guys have any ideas. Oh, my God, what did I do? I moved the thing. I'm not sure what we're going to do for my birthday. My guess would be, because it's Monday, we'll probably be doing a live stream. I'll probably be here with you guys. Live streaming about Lord knows what. I don't know. I don't know what we'll be doing, but that's what's going on. Turing made Enigma. Turing, what's his full name? Turing. Alan Turing, right? Yeah, Alan. Let me check. It's Alan, correct? Is it Alan Turing? A Turing machine is a mathematical model of computation describing an abstract machine that manipulates symbols on a strip of tape according to a table of rules. Why doesn't it say who made it? Why wouldn't you just say who made it? Why wouldn't you do that? It's got to be Alan, right? Alan. Okay, good. Somebody's hitting the heart button hard today. Is that good? You guys should hit the heart button a bunch if it's good. Alan Turing. Okay, there we go. So basically, the Turing machine is what they utilized to decipher the Nazi messages being sent back and forth to figure out like what they were planning. What were they planning? And then we put Allied forces in the way of whatever it was they were planning. That's the easy way to describe it. They made everything in secret code. And they'd be like, hey, guys, go over to the mountain and shoot the other guys, you know. And we'd be like, oh, crap, they're going to the mountain. We're going to shoot them instead. Who was first to the chat? Witchy Cat, Frank Dominguez, check GoFundMe. I forget who check GoFundMe is now while streaming. I should probably know who that is. But check GoFundMe got gifted a membership today, so they could probably head over to our Discord and be Discordiant, as it were. Speaking of Discord, the green room is open. I'm in the green room in case anybody needs to come in here and tell me I'm an idiot. Yeah. Oh, it's Mark. Okay, it's Mark Balkwell. We like Mark. Even though he's a Cardinals fan. He's already in there. Oh, is he in there? Is he inside the Discord? I haven't seen him in the Discord, have I? Well, either way, maybe I have, and I just don't remember because my brain doesn't work good. Let's live stream outside. Do you want to live stream outside? We could live stream outside, I suppose. We'd have to wait until like the weather's good enough. It is pouring down rain today. Cats and dogs. Buckets. Buckets coming down. The buckets are coming down from the sky of moisture. It's very moist outside. It's extraordinarily moist. I wish I knew where my moist sticker was. I don't know where my moist sticker was. Or I don't know where it is now. It seems to be gone. We're the old man puppets in the Muppet Show who sat in the balcony and gave commentary. Oh, Statler and Waldorf. Yeah, it makes sense. I saw a drummer the other day that really reminded me of Animal, the puppet Animal from the Muppets. I saw a drummer that he's a human that reminded me of Animal. And he plays like Animal. He plays like a madman. And I was like, wow, he's going to have to slow that down. But they said he's only 22. So I can respect that. I can respect that age. The youth was playing a major role. Oh my God, Witch Cat's here. What are you doing?
I'm listening.
Oh, you're just listening along? Just listening to the show.
Waiting for Waldorf to show it.
Oh my God. I don't know. Which one would I be if I was one? What Muppet would I be if I was a Muppet? I know which one my dad would be. My dad would be my dad would be this guy. Hold on. Can we get a good picture? Oh, I think we can. Look at us. Look at us getting pictures. Oh my God. My dad would be this Muppet. This guy.
I can't remember his name.
This guy. My dad would be this guy if he was a Muppet. He doesn't play guitar, though. But if he was a Muppet, he would be this dude.
Oh, the dude with the gold tooth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, not that. Yeah.
He then turned into this guy. Is it more like this? Yeah, more like this action. You know.
Alyssa, he's the eagle.
He's the eagle. Oh. I would be the eagle?
Yeah, you can't be Bert. Bert is not a... No.
I would be Bert. Would I be the eagle? Let me find the eagle.
No, you should be whatever the eagle dude was.
I'd be this guy.
I'm not down with Bert.
Let me get... I have to bring you guys in on the joke. Would I be this guy? I'd be this guy, huh?
That'd be my vote. I mean, the beard's wrong, but the nose is right.
Yeah, it probably works. It makes sense. I can see where you're coming. Look at this.
Balding, but it's the eyebrows and the beak.
Distinguished.
You've got it.
He just has just anybody that has big eyebrows. You're gonna be like, that's you. I didn't act like the eagle at all.
No. You're not nearly as hand up the puppet as opposed to.
I'm not much of a muppet, you know.
No.
I'm not a puppet or a muppet. And
If you're Bert, who's your Ernie? I mean,
I've yet to have anybody's whole hand up my ass either.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, hasn't happened. So we're good. That's all I'm saying. You know. Oh.
It's early in your
What's that?
your medical history.
Yeah, it's coming next year. Next year, I'm gonna get that full on. I'm gonna get the full digits. That's already been determined, Joel. You are Bert. Yeah, that's true. I would be Bert and Ernie. I'm not sure who my Ernie would be. Yeah. Taking applications. I'm now accepting applications for Ernie to my Bert. Although Ernie was the sweetheart. Although Bert was pretty sweet too. He was a pretty sweet guy when he got down to it. He just had a hard shell, you know? Soft insides. He was a nice guy.
He had no truck for silliness. None of this rubber ducky business.
Mike says, I thought the Allies cracking Enigma turned the war. Alan Turing used the Turing machine to crack Enigma. That's how he did it. And Alan Turing was British, I believe. I think he was. Oh God! Now we got to look him up. But he worked with the Americans. Alan Turing, British. I think he was British. Alan Turing, LGBTQ plus resource guide. Where did he? Yes, English. He was a Brit. Yeah. I believe he commit suicide. I'm not 100% sure. I think he took his own life, right? Isn't that how it went down?
I think so.
Yeah, he was at Princeton University. Where did yeah, where was it here? Yeah, he poisoned himself with cyanide. Yeah. Well, the official verdict was suicide, but no motive was established at the 1954 inquest. His death is often attributed to the hormone treatment he received at the hands of the authorities following his trial for being gay. Yet he died more than a year after the hormone doses had ended, and in any case, the resilient Turing had borne that cruel treatment with what his close friend Peter Hilton called amused fortitude. Yeah, but not good. Tragic. One of the greatest minds lost way too young because of being ostracized for happening to be a homosexual, which is fucking abysmal, and would be my hope as to the people getting raptured. We wouldn't have to deal with that kind of crap anymore. Yeah.
Right there. That would be bad. They suck.
Actually, I saw a. What's that?
Steve wants to be your Ernie.
Who does?
Steve, Scoggs.
Oh, Scoggs? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Scoggs could be my Ernie. I've met Scoggs a few times, and he could easily be my Ernie for sure.
There you go.
He's got to move to the west. He's got to move to the West Coast. The commute is fucking abysmal right now, though. I got to tell you, flying all the way to the other coast, back and forth.
We'll just have to meet in the middle on a regular basis.
I'm not going to Iowa to hang out. It's not happening. It's not happening, bro. There's nothing going on in Iowa. Actually, one of my favorite aquarium plant companies used to be in Iowa, and they moved to Florida because they were like, we don't want to pay these crazy electric bills.
Is that better or worse, though? I mean, what's the never.
For a plant company that doesn't have to deal with
Okay, well, yes, that part's better. The plant company, no winter, got it.
that doesn't have to deal with fucking blizzards. Yeah. We're selling tropical plants and deal with a blizzard every year. Yeah, it's a bit much.
All right. Still Florida, but all right.
What's that?
I said still Florida, but all right.
I'm not moving Florida up any list.
I didn't think so.
They didn't. Florida did not get a promotion, if that's what people are thinking. Florida did not get promoted. They just, it's just more appropriate for the business, for that business to move to Florida because they're like, yeah, we're spending so much money on overhead trying to keep tropical plants alive in a goddamn ice sheet, a windy ice sheet covered in snow. They're like, this isn't good. So their business is probably doing better now, but I don't know. I haven't checked in with them in a long time. I got associated with a different company for quite a period of time, and I guess I could go through my emails and like recontact them again and see what's up, but seems weird because I don't want to fly to Florida, you know? Like, I don't want to do it. If I'm going to take a long flight, I'm going north, East Coast, and check out some stuff up there I want to see, you know?
Yeah.
Instead, I'm not going down to Florida. I know what they're offering, and I don't want it. Got to hurt for all the anti-gay people knowing that they actually have this life today thanks to Alan Turing. Yeah, I bet it probably does. Well, actually, it probably doesn't hurt them because they seem to be emotionless, like sort of vampires that sort of suck off of all the positive things that society is doing for them that they don't have to do. And then just acting like holier than thou. So they probably don't. It probably doesn't affect them, unfortunately. It should. If they had like a remainder of humanity in them, it would hurt them, but I don't think it does hurt them. They don't seem to care about anybody but themselves, so probably not. Skog Shrimp and stuff, where do I turn in my Ernie application? On the Discord. I'll make a Ernie application Discord, and then I'll make a poll, and then I'll vote in the poll myself. Like 100 times. 100 times or something. Either way. Oh, hold on. You know what we could do? We can make a poll here. If I know where the freaking button is. They have so many goddamn buttons around here now. So many GD buttons.
I want to know what the box that keeps flashing up on the screen is.
What box? What are you talking about?
There's a little border box that keeps flashing up on over the chat screen in the video every once in a while.
Hey? What are you talking about?
You'd have to be watching the stream when it happens. I think it happens when you start to type. I don't know if it's a keyboard reaction or what, but it looks like an app space holder, and it just keeps flashing up a white box periodically on the screen. There it goes. I'm
that one?
For 7 seconds delayed behind you, but yeah.
Oh, wow, that shows up on the feed now, huh?
Yeah.
Man, that's categorically, it should not do that.
Has for a few weeks, but
fucking awesome. That's rad.
We wandered off on a tangent.
This application sucks. I hate it, and I'm gonna stab this application in the face.
Okay.
Oh wait, no.
Is that the gifting widget that doesn't work?
I don't know. These boxes that show up on here, I'm supposed to be able to manipulate these boxes over here, and it should not be going on the fucking video feed. I didn't realize it was doing that, but yeah, that's Just goes to show you how much this app sucks. I guess if I click on the windows over here, it's going to like manipulate the video feed. Why it would do that? You fucking got me, man. I don't know. I don't know why it would send it out. I'm going to remove all of this stupid stuff. And then we'll test it. And we'll see. Does it continue now? All right, I'm going to test it now and see if any of these boxes show up. This is the best part of the show. I don't even know. I changed a bunch of audio stuff and I haven't heard anybody say anything up until Mickham said I love the echo voice. Almost feels like an old sci-fi movie talking to the computer voice of the mothership. Do I have a weird echo voice today? We may never know. I don't know. It's possible. I don't know. Let me go find my own channel and do my own audio check, I guess.
I don't hear an echo on you.
Hold on, we'll check it out.
But I'm hearing you through Discord now, so.
Let's see. Am I talking?
I don't even know. I changed a bunch of audio stuff and I haven't heard anybody say anything up until Mickham said I love the echo voice. Almost feels like an old sci-fi movie.
We're having a flashback from the show.
Weird echo voice today?
We don't know. It does sound a little bit weird. It does sound a little bit weird, like there's a little bit of hiss on it.
Well, here's the question. Is that coming from my background? I've got a very loud battery charger running, so let me mute and see if that...
I don't think it's you. It's probably me. I know I fucked with the compression and a bunch of stuff into this because I had to, essentially, this microphone's a SM7B. I know that people are like, oh my God, this is the most expensive microphone on the planet. It's not the most expensive microphone on the planet. It is expensive. I did get them a very long time ago, so it's not like I just bought them. The funny thing is, with these microphones, they require additional gain for them to work properly, and you have to buy a separate piece. This damn thing. It's called a cloud lifter, and these stupid things cost like $150 or something. I don't even know. Let me see. Let me get a sponsored link from Amazon to find out how much a cloud lifter is now. How much is a cloud lifter now? Let's copy this link. Copy this link because it has nothing to do with a cloud lifter. We'll just post it in there in case anybody's looking to find lock line for their aquarium, because apparently that's what I was doing in this window the last time I had this window open. All departments. How much do they cost now? $150. God dang. I was right, man. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Being right. Oh, you know it. Does it make
7 seconds ago.
Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel good when I'm right? I'm right. Again.
Sure.
I'm right again. $159. $149, sorry. Let's get a text link just in case anybody feels like they're going to go out and buy a cloud lifter today. Here's a sponsored link via Amazon where we get commissions. The Federal Trade Commission says I'm supposed to tell you that, so it's not a secret, because it's not a secret. People want you to click on links because they make commissions off of sales. Yeah, me included, dude. Me included. You guys buy all your Amazon stuff through my links. I guarantee it. You won't regret it. You'll love it. It'll make you feel good. It'll make you feel good, just like when you get an exam to check your prostate. It's going to be amazing. You're going to love it. It's going to be the best thing. It's going to be the best thing. Some people are saying it's the greatest thing. Is there a link where we can see all of the sponsored links? Yes. Oh, let me get the store link for you. This'll knock your socks off. Where's my storefront? Can I share my storefront? That's the question.
Yes, you can.
You say I can. Can I?
I don't know if YouTube will say so, but I think
Copy link. Maybe this does it. I don't know. Maybe this does it. Oh, it's giant. Look how big ass link that was. Freaking huge. Huge friggin' guy. Oh my god. Breathtakingly large links, you know? URLs. Is that would go URL? Rural URL. Rural URL.
Oh, I'm the echoey one, he says.
Are you the Echo Bot? Witchy Cat is actually the Echo Bot. She is the woman in the machine. We have yet to meet the man in the machine, or at least the self-identifying man in the machine. But Witchy Cat is actually the woman in the machine. She's the one that tells Alexa, listen to OK Go's greatest hits. She's the one that does that.
I turned it off this time. And it's Google, not Alexa.
Oh, I try to get people's Alexa to do things. Okay, Google. Oh, did it bing?
Yep.
Yeah. Every time.
It says, sorry, I didn't understand.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, okay, G-Man, blip, 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 and then see what they do. I'm like, yeah, can you make sense of that? And they're like, you should make more sense of yourself. Focus your live stream. Focus on your live stream and let YouTube insert ads for you. No, we tried that last week, and all we did was just punish live viewers with... Well, we tried it 2 weeks ago, and then we accidentally tried it last week, and all it did was just punish people that were live viewing, watching live with inserted ads. So we're not going to do that. We're going to turn that widget off. YouTube wants you to do that. I'm not going to do that to you guys. And in fact... Witchy Cat donated 10 memberships today, so that we don't have to do that. We don't need ads. We don't need ads today.
Yep, I'm doing it for the good of the live stream humanity.
It's we appreciate it. We do. Last week we made 66 cents off the live stream. I accidentally looked at the analytics, but we don't want, we don't want to talk about 66-cent income. The cool team says, I don't mind being punished via ads. I mean, I guess it is it's very minimal punishment, I guess. It's better than the prostate exam. I'm going to buy the weirdest things through that affiliate link. What's been the weirdest thing bought so far? I will say the weirdest thing bought so far was a female replica sex toy would be the easiest way to describe that. A sex toy that's a replica of a female genital. What's that?
A fleshlight?
No. It's basically like a butt and a vagina, basically. Which I was like, oh, hey now. And then a few vibrators and some dildos too.
Same order, I hope.
Like this month, nothing weird this month.
That's because I don't buy the weird stuff through your link. I only buy the regular stuff through your link.
I mean, I don't mind. I'm all for it. Like if that's what people want to do with their spare time, I'm like, kudos. Hats off to you, man. Have fun. It's not bothering anybody. I don't care. Let's see. So we got a CO2 diffuser that was bought. Aquarium grid. Some crushed quartz. CO2 drop checker. Some LED stuff. Some shrimp soil. Tap water conditioner. API, GH, and KH test kit. Phosphate test kit. We got to get more of the master kits. You guys, you got to buy more API master kits. I was trying to figure out how to put that onto my YouTube channel, and I tell you, they don't make that easy these days. To put the link down at the bottom, I ended up in this like maze of internet madness to be able to like You see how people like link a product underneath a video? I'm trying to figure out how to do that, and it's like 400 steps to completing that mission, and you got to basically. What's that?
To put something in the description?
No. I literally just described what I was talking about. So people can link a product underneath the video.
Oh, okay. I see.
So it's an actual like product link with a picture, and there's a way to do it through YouTube now, and it's this crazy process that makes no fucking sense to me. And I spent about an hour and a half on it earlier today, and then I said I cannot deal with this any longer, and I went outside and worked in the rain, and then I had my contractor situation I had to deal with. But this is the API Master Test Kit. The Freshwater Master Test Kit. This is what I recommend everybody buy at all times. Just buy 100 of them a day. Whatever. Do whatever you got to do. Because it's a sponsored link, and we get a commission if you buy a bunch of API Master Test Kits from Amazon. Anyhow, whatever. That's the one I was trying to link underneath the videos, and that proved to be a monumental task that apparently I got to make like a Shopify store and then link the products to my Shopify store. I got to make another web page. I don't want to make another web page. I already paid for fucking 2 of them. Don't want to do it. Whatever. Yeah, it was just frustrating. So I was like, this is stupid. So I stopped doing it and went and did some other stuff that needed to get done. Let's check the poll here. One person said no. We'll go ahead and end the poll. Should Skogs be the Ernie to my Bert? One person said no. I'm guessing that's somebody that wants to be the Ernie to my Bert, but we may never know who they are unless you want to enter confession. Do you guys want to enter confession today? Did you think you would be taken away by the Eclipse? You have what on your Amazon store? Oh, no. That's what people have bought through affiliate links. Scott says, well, I guess I won't be buying the weirdest things. Yeah, I mean, personally, I have had moments of actual entertainment going through the list of stuff that people have ordered through the month. I think you asked what was the weirdest thing, right? Yeah, I think it was like, what's the weirdest thing? That's like the weirdest stuff. Sex stuff is generally like the weirdest item that you see pop up on there. But I've seen all sorts of I've seen all sorts of things have showed up on there. Pretty much anything on Amazon has showed up on there. Let me change. Let's go custom date range. We'll just expand the range, and then we'll get what the. We'll expand the range. We'll get a longer list. Custom date range can only span 90 days. Well, then make it stop at 90 days. Stupid thing. Stupid computer. There. Apply. Put it here. Okay, well, there's 90 days. Okay. Oh, my God, we got lots of clicks yesterday. Why did we get so many clicks yesterday? People were clicking through. People were clicking through.
Adam was ordering stuff. He did all the LED stuff and the other stuff that you put up yesterday.
I'm just saying, people were clicking hard yesterday, so we're supposed to do that. That's what Amazon tells you. They're like, you're supposed to get people to click. I'm like, oh. Let's see. Let's look through here, and then we'll see if we can't find something weird. Somebody ordered seeds, orchid seeds.
That was me.
Oh, that was you. Not that weird.
Dead man orchid seeds. Well, they are. They look like little naked dead men.
Everything in here so far looks fairly innocuous or normal or expected. You know, like a CO2 drop checker, like that makes sense. Airbrushes. Somebody ordered airbrushes. Yeah, everything in here looks pretty normal. Nothing weird over the last 3 months, apparently. You guys got to get weirder. Somebody ordered a rash guard for a toddler. Somebody ordered a rash guard for their kid. That's cool. Somebody's going surfing or boogie boarding. Sounds like fun. It sounds like fun. I would go. Let's go. Let's reset this so it's back to normal. This month? Where's the this month thing? Fucking buttons.
Cool team. He can see his own storefront. That's what he's looking at. All the orders.
Yeah. Oh, I'm able to see anyone's storefront? No. Well, yeah, you're able to see anyone's storefront. You're not able to see anyone's back end, what people ordered. You're only able to see your own. But you can't see, like, who ordered what. It's just the item. That's all I know. And how many. So, the things that I know, the product title, which means I can click through to Amazon and look at what it is. How many ordered. How many ordered through product links? How many returned? All other items ordered? And total items ordered. That's all I know. And it just basically tells me all that. And then it gives you like earnings and a link type performance. Like it's a pretty basic page. So like if you go to the link type performance here, it's like product links. 73 clicks this month. 4 items ordered. For a conversion of 5.48%, and only 3 items have shipped, which means 1 still hasn't shipped yet. Amazon influencer program. What's that?
I go through that CASA smart strip link fairly frequently and about to use it so that whenever I do an order, I'll go through that link even if I don't put one in my cart. But I've gotten 4 of them because I use them, so I add one periodically.
Oh, really?
That I'm storing up for the fish room. Yeah.
I haven't seen any Casa strips in a while in the store, so we got to figure out.
I think I got the last one in maybe December, so it might be outside of the 90 days.
It's outside of 90 days then, so we may never know.
It's time for me to get more.
We just don't have the report. We just don't know.
Well,
How would we know? And Amazon's kind of interesting because it's sort of the same way as like as YouTube pays out. That like I think Amazon has like it's basically like a 60-day window from when people ordered stuff. You earn a commission, and then it's basically waiting long enough for the return window to expire before you actually earn the commission. So whatever I get paid for is from like it's April this month. I think I get paid for January. So it's kind of. That's just how it is because they're like people are going to return stuff and then you'll get negative commissions. And they had a big controversy because that was happening with all of the authors' books. I don't know if you guys heard about that, but basically they would push and push and push the sale of these authors' books. And then Amazon would be like, yeah, don't worry about it. If you don't like it, return it. And they were being very pushy about like, don't worry about it. If you don't like it, return it. What the hell did I just do? I clicked the thing. Don't click the thing. I'll click this other thing over here. And so what was end up happening is that like authors would earn like, $500 this month. And then next month they would they would make like minus 300 because all these people would like return all their books. The books that they ordered, and then the authors were paid out on the commission. And big controversy with that. Seems like they lost a pretty decent sized lawsuit around that because they were like, look, you're setting up the people's product that you were selling for failure. So hopefully that gets resolved in some way that makes sense in the future. But yeah, I don't like the whole idea of people being able to just return a book after having it for 30 days, which they clearly have like read it. It's like, maybe you didn't like the book. Okay. That sucks. Sometimes life sucks and you didn't like a book, but you read it. You got the information. You experienced it. You're smarter than you were before. What's that?
You have to get hypnotized to remove it from your brain afterwards. I don't understand.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like, what do you. It's like if you rent a movie from Blockbuster. Nobody knows what Blockbuster is anymore, but you used to have to pay to rent money or to rent movies. Oh wait, people have to pay to rent movies now again. We're recreating the 80s. Welcome back to the 1980s.
Still have to pay to rent money, but yes.
No, like we're recreating the 80s. Anyhow, so I was making a joke about Blockbuster Video, and young people don't understand what Blockbuster Video is. Anyhow, you had to
Money because that was effective too. Go on.
anyhow, you had to rent the movies, and then you had to like drive them back over there. Anyhow, they do that now, but you like watch the movie and then return it after having watched it and get a refund. That doesn't make any sense to me because, you know, if like Sam Raimi makes a movie and then you don't like it, like, why would he be punished monetarily? Like, you already got sold the product. You experienced the product. Doesn't make any sense. Fan funding. Oh, you can click over a button now to only watch fan funding chat. If you're so, oh my God, that's the thing. If you're so famous, look at this. Look at this shit. Ad source. You like super popular streamer. Look at this. So if you're a super popular streamer now, you don't even have to look. Watch this. You don't even have to look at non-paying chats. You can just go to a fan funding chat. Oh, I should have made it bigger. We have one. We have gifted memberships. This is all the chat you would be looking at. And then you can go top chat. You can click this on. So it just kicks everybody out of chat that's not, I don't know how they figure out if you're a top chatter or not, but it does. Or you can go live chat and just get all the messages, right? That's a feature now that they've included. Like, we don't want the pores to get to chat. And like, you know, like if you want to chat to Aiden Ross, you better super chat him pretty hard in order to get his attention. And you'll probably go bankrupt before you get that bozo to acknowledge you.
Acknowledge your existence.
Yeah. Alyssa says fan funding? That's the chat. So it's super chats, super stickers, channel memberships, or gifting. That's all those chats will be. That's the only chats that you would see. Which would be like categorically pretty hilarious to be that insane. It's default set as top chat? Yeah. The top chat is the default now. Live chat isn't default anymore. Now it's top chat. I bet it's to filter out spam accounts. They may have that excuse, but that's not the reason. The only creators that they listen to on this platform are ones with like 1 million plus subs. Anyhow, those are the people that they're catering to. So like these features get added that don't make any sense for somebody like me. That's like, why is that the automatic feature? You know, the automatic setting is only $100 a month subscribers can chat. Yeah, I guess you guys would land in the top chat. Oh my God, we got a driver update. A driver update install.
Uh-oh. What are we driving?
One software update available.
Oh boy.
Download all. We're updating software on a different computer, not this one. Are you still downloading? It says it's downloaded. Oh, install all. Boom. Install all button. Oh my God. It needs permissions. Granted. Permission. Granted. Other computer. Do that while we're doing this. If that other computer catches on fire and smoke comes out of it, then I'll let you guys know, okay?
We should be able to see it. The screen's wide enough.
It's over there. You can't see the other computer at all.
We'd see the smoke.
Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe you wouldn't see it at all. Maybe it goes up and out. Maybe it goes up and out.
All right.
It might go up and out.
Well,
It might be.
Fire and find out.
It might be like the Zapruder film. It goes back into the left, and then it's over there, and we don't even see it. But yeah, if it does catch on fire, I'll tell you guys before I die. Oh, begin installation. Sure, I agree. Do I agree? Yeah. Fucking why not? Who cares? Yeah, I agree, man. Let's do it, Intel. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Who knows what'll happen? Maybe things will start playing automatically over there and we'll have to address it. But as of now, we'll just let it do its own thing off screen. Stay off screen. No, don't come over here. Okay. Sometimes the computer wants to come over here and I'd have to tell it no. You're not allowed. I see mag floats in my background. Does anybody else see anything weird in my background I should know about that I don't know about?
I see the platforms. I see the.
You see
lights.
You see platforms?
Are those the silver platforms for standing up and getting into the taller tanks, leaning up against the?
Oh, over
Is
here.
that what those big silver things are?
Yeah, those are my drywall. My drywall install. Oh God! Whoa, computer. Other one. Oh, it's beeping. Oh, it's beeping.
You told it to make noises, and damn if it didn't.
Yeah, it's doing it. I tell you, this other computer, it's got it's a real character. Oh, 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 oh. I'm just gonna turn that audio down to 2. There we go. Although something nobody cares about, absolutely 0 people care about it, so I'm definitely going to talk about it during a live stream today. I installed the audio monitors up on the wall, and I think it's pretty kinky. I got to admit, I like it. I like the speakers up there, and I would like to say that my desk is completely free and clear of.
I don't believe that for a second.
I would like to say that, but I can't. I can't say that because there is shit all over this fucking desk. It's unbelievable. It's really hard. It's really difficult to believe, but also it's Victoria repellent because she comes in and her eye starts twitching. But she looks at it and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm going to organize this." And I'm like, "You don't know how to organize any of this stuff. You don't know where it goes." And in fact, you know, Vicky, reboot. Oh, we got reboot recommended. Hold on. This popped up here. Okay, yeah, we'll do it. We will fucking do it. We'll reboot. If you recommend a reboot, we're gonna do it. Yeah, Vicky was saying that she wants to reorganize the garage, the shop, with her friend. Like, we're gonna do it. And I was like, no, you can't. And she's like, no, we can do it. We're gonna do it. And I'm like, show me 10 objects in here that you know where to put it, right? And she literally started picking up tools and was like, where does this go? And I'm like, exactly. That's why you can't. That's why you can't organize this, because all you guys are going to do is just ask me where to put stuff all day long. Which, in some people's minds, they would be like, that is super helpful, right? And I'm like, technically it's helpful that they would carry stuff around and like put it into places, but I can do that part. Like I'm able-bodied, you know, so I would be fine to do it myself. And, you know, so, but otherwise I would just have to sit there and be like, I just have to like keep telling, like, don't throw that away. No, that's not garbage. Save that. That's a file. It goes in the file over here. That's a chisel. The chisels, those are wood chisels. Those aren't metal chisels. The metal chisels go over here. The wood chisels go over there. You know, yeah. Where? Where? Yeah.
There are 3 people doing one task for one person who didn't want to do the task in the first place.
Right. Right. Exactly. So I was like, there's no way anyone is going to be dealing with that frustration all day long while we air quote reorganize the garage, you know? So yeah, I don't know. I was like, what are you talking about? You're out your damn mind, woman. I said, woman. And I started screaming. And not really.
It's time to go in and start rearranging drawers inside to distract her or something.
I'll just go turn them over upside down. take the drawer out, dump it on the ground. No, I just said like, look, it's I was like, look, it's going to be the most frustrating thing. It's going to be the most frustrating day ever. Like, and you're just volunteering for it. Like, there's a bunch of other stuff we could do that are projects that need to be done. As a matter of fact, Aubrey's asking about one with the bee update. I will say the bees so far are doing fantastic. They're doing great. Really seamless kind of transition from living wherever they were living before to living in a new hive. They're pretty cool with it. This week, we're going to be filming an update where we open up the hives. We got to go in there, and but we're waiting for some reasonable weather. One of the beekeeper guys that we got a little bit of advice from was like, yeah, you want to check. So you put a feeder in them now. What's that thing called? Let me see what it is. I don't know what you call these things. They look like this. They're a little... Oh, this one's cool. It has a... Hey, wait a minute. We should have a better one that looks like this. This one's cooler. Anyhow. Let's find one that we have. Looks like this. Yes. Yeah. What the fuck? We just got an update. Something happened. Oh, Olivia has swim lessons today. And I just got a reminder from Vicky built into the computer. You know how it is. So the... Oh my God, what do you call the thing that goes in the hive? The slat that goes in there. There's a name for it. Frame. They call them frames. Each one of the frames that go in there, they take up a certain amount of space. This will take up the space of one frame, and then you can fill it. You fill it up with sugar water. So when the weather sucks butts and it's terrible out, and the bees are like, "Hey, we need some sugar to feed on," essentially, they can climb down inside here and get some sugar water out of it. So, like I said, with the advice that we got was when you set it up, make sure you fill these, get them filled up in the hives, the new hive, so they'll have some auxiliary food to feed on, and because they're going to get their bearings, they're going to go around and start find things. But right now the weather can be pretty dicey. Like when it gets super rainy like this, the bees aren't going anywhere. They just hunker down in their hive. A couple of them will go out flying around, but nobody's going out on massive foraging runs, right? Nobody's running to the grocery store in the weather, as it were, the bee grocery store, the great outdoors. And so what'll happen is they'll all stay in the hive. If they stay in the hive too much, they need to forage for food all the time. Just like us, they need to eat sandwiches. So in order to do that, you just supply it inside the hive now, as opposed to leaving a feeder outside. The reason you don't want to leave a feeder outside has to do with attracting other creatures that feed on sugar water. Other types of bees that may want to attack your hive, other birds, all sorts of stuff that may want to mess with your hive. So it's not great to leave the feeder outside. So people have stopped doing it. They're like, don't do that anymore. Don't put the feeder outside, because all it does is cause more problems than it solves. So we got one of those in there. We filled it up. The guy gave us advice, let it go for 20 days and then open it up, see how much is in there. If you need to replace it, then replace it then. But he was saying, he was like, look, don't open it on these cold, rainy days. The bees are keeping it warm in there. They need it to be, like 92 degrees or something like that.
Wow.
Temp inside bee hive. I think it's 92. 90. Oh, no, it's warmer than that. 94 to 96 degrees. Just like our internal body temperature is how warm they want it to be inside their hive. So when you open it on days like today, when it's only 40 something, today's actually a near record low. It's only 48 degrees out today. So a cold, rainy, wet day like today, if you open the hive, it's going to let all of that heat out, right? And that heat going out, the bees will have to replace it, which means they have to burn a bunch of calories to heat up the inside of the hive. And you could be introducing potential for illness, whatever. Just not good. It's just not good to make them all super cold like that. So wait for a warmer day when the sun's out, because the radiant heat from the sun will heat the hive back up. If you take the top off during a warm, sunny day and the sun's beating on the hive, right, the radiant energy from the sunbeams will heat the box back up and help heat the hive up so they don't have to stress out about warming it back up in there as much.
I can't imagine bees creating that much energy for that much heat. You always think of bees as, bugs as being small and not necessarily little heat sources, so that's cool.
And they buzz around. They vibrate. They vibrate. Like we talked about earlier with the store. There's vibrators here, vibrators there. They're everywhere.
Yes. I'm not even, okay.
I remember back in the early 2000s, they released a vibrator called the Rabbit, and a lot of men around the world were feeling very insecure in regards to the release of the Rabbit. And I was not one of them, because I was like I said before, takes all kinds, doesn't bother me.
All right. Good to know.
It's good for the goose. It's good for the gander, right?
As long as everybody leaves with a smile, that's all that counts.
Alyssa says, but it's still poopy cold right now. I hate it. I want to put on my warm jammies. You can always put on long johns. You're allowed.
I had to cover the incubator. It's not quite cold enough to start a fire, but it's not warm enough for the incubator to keep the temperature consistent without being covered. Now that I've got eggs in it, I got to keep it covered which messes with the humidity, but at least it's early.
You got the fertilized eggs.
I do. I got 16 and then lost one to a kitten. 15 hatching eggs.
A kitten ate one?
No, knocked a bottle off of a shelf onto the table that they were on and managed to hit one egg. So.
Bummer.
Because you have to, when you get shipped eggs, you've got to let them sit for 12 to 24 hours so that the air sacs gather in the right place. Otherwise, they'll saddle or they'll develop in the small end, and it can affect the hatch.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were resting, and I thought I had them covered. And my cats are dive bombers from above, so the catio gets built this week, so I don't have to worry about that next week.
The cat patio.
The enclosed cat patio, so that they don't become snacks.
Yeah, birds will eat them from the sky.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will.
They'll get revenge. They'll come from the sky. Death from above.
Yes.
What was that?
And I don't have a bathroom to lock mine in, unlike Alyssa. So.
What was the old? Here it is. That's not a very good one. Oh, here it is. This is the good one.
Documentary, Mecca.
Those birds wear this patch. They wear this patch right here. Yeah, they come down from the sky. Why they have a fleur de lis on their hat? I don't know.
They're French birds.
Where's the well, that's the old American one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Green berets? No, airborne. Yeah.
no, that one has a fleur de lis on it too. Why would they have a fleur de lis on there? Hold on, we're gonna find out. Welcome to the show where we look up stuff.
Army airborne patches.
Oh my god, what did I just do? Oh, I did something. Okay, that was weird. The airborne helmet.
Very hard not to sing the song.
The fleur-de-lis is a common heraldic change in the shape of a lily. What? Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's all French. It's all the French Revolution, and then Why would the fleur-de-lis be on the airborne?
Like airborne troops.
U.S. Army Airborne Fleur-de-Lis Wing. Here we go. Why is it on there?
I don't know, but now I've got a vision of parachuting priests and the Pope. Okay. Thanks, Mickham.
Oh.
The orange thing that you saw, the extension cord, it's driving me insane.
What?
Full teams did an I Spy in your background, something orange, and I'm hoping it's the extension cord because it's driving me nuts.
I don't know. What does he see? I don't see anything orange.
I don't know.
Oh, I see something orange. I do. I do.
Is it your? I see your gloves and I see the extension cord, and that's all I see. What do you see, orange?
Ah, my leg's asleep. Oh, God. This is orange.
Now I have to wait for you to get there. The video has not yet shown you.
This right here is a wood moisture meter. Jab it into the wood. You know, turn it on. Jab it into the wood.
Okay.
And then you have to test the moisture, and then you have to set it to what type of wood. So,
For
A
all of your,
is teak, walnut, cork, embuia. What's that?
for all your fresh cut lumber.
For all wood.
Well, I know, but I meant that's okay. Yeah.
All wood. You don't ever want to build. You don't want to build a fancy thing out of moist lumber. It's got to be. It's got to be dry. It's got to be dry, or it's going to warp and twist and do all sorts of crazy thing. Okay, here we go.
That was a really good eye
The-
team because that was back behind the gloves.
All right, here's the background. General George Washington had created the badge of military merit on the 7th of August, 1792, but had fallen into disuse after the Revolutionary War. Decorations, as such, were still too closely related to European royalty to be of concern to the American people. However, the fierce fighting and deeds of valor during the Civil War brought into focus the realization that such valor must be recognized. Legislation was introduced in the Senate on the 17th of February, 1862, which authorized the medal for the Army and followed the pattern of a similar award approved for naval personnel in 1861. The resolution provided that the President of the United States be and is hereby authorized to cause 2,000 medals of honor to be prepared with suitable emblematic devices and to direct that the same be presented in the name of Congress to such non-commissioned officers and privates as shall most distinguish themselves by their gallantry in action and in other soldier-like qualities during the present insurrection, and in the sum of $10,000 be, and the same is hereby appropriated out of money. What's wrong with these people's brains? This is one sentence. What the? Anyhow, I'm gonna make a quick summary here. The fleur-de-lis is on there because George Washington stuck it on there, and then they stopped using it forever, or for a good amount of time. And then they started using it again because basically George Washington was dead, and so they associated George Washington using the fleur-de-lis, which is French. They associated George Washington using the fleur-de-lis and then added it into the Distinguished Medal of Honor. That's why they throw it on stuff. Okay. Fuck. That's one sentence. How is that one sentence? How could somebody read that one sentence out loud? It's a quote, too. Oh, fucking whatever, dude. Lawyers are crazy. Why would they write a sentence that long? Anyhow. Back to the amazing aquarium show where we have aquariums aplenty. As far as the eye can see. So many aquariums. You shit your pants. Your pants be shit. Actually, hold on. I wonder if I can get far enough.
Those are so litty.
Oh, there is one over here. There is one. There is an aquarium right there. You can see it. That's the edge of it. There are active aquariums in here running.
Edge of aquarium.
Edge of aquarium. Cool Team says, I found it. I found the orange thing. I'm just that good, man. I'm just that good. Mainly because I'm not colorblind. But that's like probably the only reason. Let's be real.
Plans. Did you get a new CO2 canister? That thing looks huge.
Did I get a new CO? No.
It's just big and shiny.
It's a regular sized tank. It's not big.
It looks big.
It's not. There's tanks with water in this whole room the whole time. Yes. Yes.
Psyching us out, Cool Team.
There are fish tanks in the background. They're over there. You guys can see these tanks right back here. And I would have scaped these tanks because these tanks are going in a video. And I would have scaped them yesterday because I got the stand on Friday. Some unfortunate communication between Livingston and myself, Livingston Fabrications. We accidentally made this stand too short. So I was going to fix it and raise them up. And then I realized all of the face frames that I made aren't going to go on there correctly. So I was like, shit, what do we do? And Vicky said, well, we need a stand for the bees. And we had already ordered Jason. We essentially talked to Jason to make a stand for the beehives. And so Vicky said, well, why don't we just use that one for the beehives? And then you just have him remake a different one. For the bee, for this, because I was like, okay, so that's what we're doing. This one has to get painted because it's going outside. So I have to make space in my shop so I can hang this thing up and paint it. Tomorrow, smash that like button. This whole time today. Tomorrow, what's going on, Alyssa? I don't know what's happening with Alyssa. Something is happening.
She's having a stroke, but actually she's referencing the fish tank as in the whole time.
Oh.
As in the whole time was
The cool team says, are we getting a bee video someday? Yes. Absolutely. And I'm wondering if I don't know if I offloaded that video yet. Yeah, man, the other day I spent hours offloading and organizing videos. What would it be called? Reactor, tractor. I don't see it on this hard drive, so I must not have offloaded that video yet. But I offloaded the desk build video, a bunch of remodeling video.
Team, I think the real question is
I don't know.
how many years of videos does he have in the pipeline at this stage?
I don't know. It's a lot. I need a fucking editor. I need an editor. That's my problem. That realistically, I could just give him all these files and just be like, make videos. But the problem is I just can't afford to hire anybody. So we're back like shaking the hat with change in it. So that's where we're at right now. Mickham says, hi, Renee. Where's Renee? I didn't see Renee in the chat. Is Renee here? I don't know.
Right after the bee video question. Yes.
Oh. There's Renee. Oh, I don't know how to read good. I don't know how to read good or do things good, you know. So I got that going for me. Although I do, yeah, I know that like the cool team will edit a video, but I need them to edit like 100 videos, and then it just becomes a full-time job, and then I got to pay them for a full-time job with money I don't have.
Right.
So then I got to like go book more jobs, but I'm only one human, so I can only do as many jobs as I can do. So, yeah, you know, it's a thing. It's a real balancing act of trying to not starve to death. You know.
Harder. Anyway.
Oh my God, Renee's part of the cool team? Oh my God, the cool team's growing. Oh God. Once the cool team reaches full maturation, you know what'll happen. Probably YouTube videos would be my guess. YouTube content. It feels like it got quiet in here. I've been having like loud rock parties in here, listening to loud rock music, and it feels quiet in here today. Although that one of my aquariums is making a little trickling sound, which makes me think something is broken, so I keep turning around. But it just needs a little bit of, it just needs a little more water. I need to add a little bit of more water to it. And then it will make zero sound, which I have managed to, I've managed to create this tank system that when everything's running, the decibel meter is like far less than a car driving by, but like I can't even pick it up with my microphone from over here. Like you can't even hear it. It's pretty quiet.
So more soothing than annoying.
No, it's just quiet. Like you can't hear it at all. All you can hear is just a little hum of the motors. That's it. That's all that you can hear. Just a little bit of like, you know, I don't know how to make the noise. Somebody out there does. Where is the person that knows how to make that?
It's the fish tank version of car talk. What does it sound like?
What does it sound? It makes a clunking sound when I fart real hard. When the fart wizards show up, the next thing you know, they make a clunking sound when they fart real hard. Let's see.
You're painting again.
What video do we have in here? Oh, that's right. I was editing the Mr. Cool video, and I want to show you guys one of the biggest fuck-ups of my career recording things. Is this the one here? Let's see. If there's audio, this is not it. Gotta be honest with you guys, I was a little over. This one has audio. Okay. Where is it? I gotta find it, and I'll show it to you guys. Oh, that is sound. Is it this one? Hey, everybody. Brad. No, that one has sound. Maybe I got rid of it. Maybe I deleted it because I was so ashamed.
Oh no, not the shaming.
No, dude, I fucking recorded like a 5-minute video introducing all of the reasons. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, I got it. I found it. Let's see. Add source. Video file. Where's the video file button? Oh, there it is. So we need to go into with the Oh God, look at all these directories. This is fucking crazy. J drive. Where's the J drive? Here it is. Boink into here, and then What? 01. 0001. Oh my God, what? Oh my God, this is gonna take a second. View large icon so I can figure out what the hell I'm looking at here. Yeah, it's file 202-380-171-219-0_001719_9_capital D. Okay, we'll find that real quick.
I'll get right on that.
Oh, can somebody just look that up for me real fast? Where is it? Is it that one? It's this one. Here it is. Open. Here we go. Are you ready?
Okay.
There we go. There it is. Okay. Yeah. All right. Look at him. He's just explaining all this stuff. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's explaining everything. Brad's in the background showing off the stuff, the parts, all the gets, everything. Look at that. Look at him go. He's talking about it, why he picked this one. Then there's this wall over here, and then where we're going to put it. Here's the electrical connection where we put the wires come shooting out and lasers come flying out. And, oh, that's a real good, like, look at the start. Look at the face on that idiot. Hold on, let's blow this up. Look at this dumb guy. This is the dumb guy right here who films a 5-minute intro video to explain my choices of heating and cooling, and he records it in fucking time lapse. Like a real, look at this genius. Look at this real smart guy right here. Whew, man. What a fucking dingbat. What a dingbat. Oh my God. It's shame. It's a shameful moment in my recording content career. Watch me film a whole intro where I'm where I'm like explaining everything about this air, why I bought this one, how I hooked it up, where I hooked it up, where I put the disconnect in, where I got the disconnect from, all that shit. Oh man, it was just like wildly just great. All in a time lapse. Fucking brilliant.
You found your new YouTube icon.
No, hell no, I'm not doing that.
Facial expression was awesome.
Akuna Matata is asking, are you done building the Aquarium Co-op expansion? I no longer work for the Aquarium Co-op. I have no association with the Aquarium Co-op, and I don't want to talk about that company at all. I don't have any association with them. I don't make any money from them. I don't endorse any of their products. None of that. So, yeah. I have a thing I could read off for you if you want me to read off the official thing, but officially, I have zero to do with that company. As a matter of fact, I probably have like -0 to do with that company. I talked to a lot of the former employees. I still have relationships with all of the other employees that don't work there anymore. They're all great relationships all the way down the line, even with even with other people. I guess we'll say that. Great relationships with everybody. I have no association or contact with anybody who works for Aquarium Co-op. I don't talk to them. I don't email them. I don't text them. I don't do any of that stuff. Yeah, zero contact. It might as well be a restraining order at this point. But yeah, don't have anything to do with them. They unceremoniously terminated me last year. So yeah, I don't work there. I don't know anything about them. So yeah. And as far as I know, to the fullest of my extent, that the store expansion has not opened. I don't know. It's been months and months, and I don't know anything about it. But the last I heard, it was not open. So, yeah. When I worked there, I had 4 weeks left on the project sheet to finish the store expansion. But it's been 5 months since I've worked there, and it's not open. So I don't know what's going on. I don't have any clue for you. That's weird. How can you tell tanks are working? Well, I look at them and there's water moving around. That's how I know. That's the key factor to know if the fish tanks are still working. If water's moving around up there at the top. If it's like doing this thing, the shimmer effect, some people call it. In the reef aquarium world, people call it a shimmer effect from the LED. And they're way into the shimmer effect, and they talk about shimmer effect all the time. In fact, they talk about it so much that it might make you a little tired of hearing about shimmer effects. But I look for the I look for the Himmler effect out of my aquariums. You know, that guy Heinrich Himmler. I look for the Himmler effect on the top of my tanks. No. I look for the shimmer effect, and I know that the water's running, and I'm like, yeah, all right, everything's going fine. But when they start making noise is when I know something is off. That's the key. That's the key that I can tell you guys from my years of aquarium experience and how I set my systems up, rest assured, everything is working properly if I don't. Everything is working properly if I don't hear splashing sounds, and I can hear that really tiny bit of hum from the pump motor moving water around. Everything's fine. That, to me, signals everything's fine. The moment I start hearing little splashing water, my spidey sense goes off and something's wrong, which is why even during the show today, you'll see me occasionally go like, and I turn around and I go, what the fuck? Something's making noise. Something's making noise. Damn you, noises! And then I have to let the noises know that I will crush them. I will crush the noises' spirit like so many chicken eggs at the witchy cat's house.
No, just the one.
Don't worry, I've got more. I have so many goddamn eggs right now, it's mind-bending.
I'm sure.
We gave 3 dozen eggs away yesterday. And there's lots more where that came from. These chickens are going buck wild, man. The little protein pellets are just shooting right out of their, I was going to say butts, but it's a cloaca. You know, they're just like, I don't know how, machine gun sounds? Yeah, make machine gun sounds. We need a machine gun sound. Hold on. We'll find a
shoulder rocket launchers.
Machine gun sound. I might get in trouble for this because it's copywritten.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Do we have a machine gun sound? Can you just play a machine gun sound? Is that possible? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I guess it's not. No, machine gun doesn't work. They're not coming out that fast, guys. I mean, you know. I'm exaggerating for effect, right? Mickham says the sound of a drip drop filter can be haunting. It's very haunting. So like whenever I hear a sound, I know that something is wrong. And if I hear absolutely zero sound, like dead air, I know the power's off. If I hear dead air, what's that?
No obvious windows in there. I would assume that the power being off would be a lot more obvious without just the sound. But yes, to the tanks.
Hey, some of the lights in here might be battery operated.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
I may or may not have power backups on certain things.
Like the tank?
Not the tank. I don't have power. I do not have power backup for my tanks. I do not care if my tanks turn off. It's a fucking shitty fish keeper if you're like, all my fish are going to die because the power turned off for 30 minutes.
The LEDs are on.
Yeah. It's like, the power turned off in my tank for an hour. All my fish died. Like, why? Why would they die? They're just in the water, bro. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? The downside here when the power goes out is that the buildings get colder and colder. So tropical fish can have problems when the power goes out for an extended period of time. Eventually, you'll lose power. But and you technically could run an air pump in your aquariums if you're so inclined. I find it very bizarre that people would be running aquariums in 2024 where the power turns off and the fish all die from no oxygen in the water. I don't know. That just fucking, like, what is wrong with your system if that's the case? Like, the power turns off and all the fish die? I don't understand that, frankly, but you know.
I'm excited to see the other walls in your studio. Did you ever do a mural? I know there was talk of one for a while.
Don't ask me about murals because you can't see them.
Well, but
I like how you and I have conversations and then you come on the show and you're like, hey, let's talk about all that shit that we talked about off air.
I did not.
Like, hey, let's do it.
Shut up.
No, there are some murals and some paintings in the works, but I also have to come to agreement with my spouse about certain things that I like to do. Like, I can't just paint a big wiener on the wall. You know, like, I can't do that. Not that I want to, but I can't. There's certain limitations, right?
That seems fair.
But as far as like the mural down there, it's like I have it designed and I have a sketch and I have a thing that I'm working off of, but it's not worth showing anybody yet. But when I'm going to be doing some painting streams. Like I have some of the hardware hooked up so that I can have a camera over there. And then what's basically how that's going to work is that I either need another monitor or I need to run a monitor somewhere, and I haven't quite figured this out yet. So bear with me. But I need a monitor so I can read chat. Because I figured out the music part. So I can play copywritten music to myself, but I can play music that I own the rights to over the stream so you guys can't hear copywritten music. Does that make sense?
Yes, you can jam.
Yeah.
We can.
I can listen to whatever I want. I can listen to like Mastodon or whatever, and I don't get a copyright strike. The Cool Team says use your phone to read chat. That is an option that I was thinking about doing. But the problem is then I have to figure out how to pause music and then turn the mic on so that I can answer questions. So I'm just trying to figure out like the logistics of doing an art stream where I don't fucking lose my mind because it feels like I'm working at a display kitchen or something. You know what I mean? Because like I have to listen to not copywritten music on the stream that you guys can hear. So I have to figure out how to like stop music and then have a microphone work. It's just I'm trying to figure out all the logistics for it. I have the trigger pad to do it. Anytime you add another wire to a fucking system like that, the next thing you know, there's like feedback from this or something. You plug in a wire and then all of a sudden it has hum, like some kind of loud, weird hum that makes no sense. And it turns out that like you needed to run an extra ground wire to a different, it's like there's all this crazy shit that comes up every time you make a switch to the system. Like I said today, I changed a bunch of the audio stuff here in the setup. Then I was like worried about it because I'm like, I monitored it, I checked it, I recorded it, I did all that stuff, and I was like, it sounds definitely serviceable. There's nothing wrong with it. Then when I listened to the playback on the stream today, it sounded like there was a hum in the background, which is going to drive anybody nuts if they're trying to listen to this as a podcast later on and hitting the like button and subscribing and becoming a member and donating $1 billion to this YouTube channel that's made of ramshackle parts that I put together. They're going to listen to it later and they're going to be like, this cocksucker has a weird hum in the background and I can't listen to this because there's a weird hum. And they'll never leave a comment because even though they're in Replay Team 6, they don't leave comments. Replay Team 6 doesn't leave comments anymore. They just get pissed and then they go watch whatever. I don't know what you guys watch. I wish I knew what it is where Replay Team 6 goes when they're not leaving comments. But
If I had commented on every one of the past videos I watched, you'd be hip deep in stupid comments from me. So I just gave up.
I like it. I like stupid comments.
130 videos that I've watched in the past month. I'll go back and comment. I did a couple of thankses and comments just to, mark that I've been there. But when you came up with interesting concepts randomly that were funny.
Weird things happen. Weird things happen around here. But the Cool Team has a good point. Maybe I could just read the chat and then figure out how to. The only problem is that like I want it to be able to work in a sort of seamless way that I can, talk into the microphone to like respond to questions or whatever's going on, without like having to like, stop, pause the music, turn on the microphone, blah 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 blah, and then do it. So I may have to just like suck it up and have like an earpiece or something and just listen to my headphones. But most of my microphones, I tested this, pick up the sound coming off of my headphones. And likely to a degree that I get a copyright strike or a copyright claim that may or may not turn into a copyright strike because somebody might be mad that I don't know, whatever. making fun of Christians and being like, raptured up to the sky or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, we better get a copyright strike because he's using our song in a live stream or whatever." So, but yeah. And then there's also a lot of people out there that are like, I know streamers that just play whatever they want to play. Some of them just watch movies in their stream, and guess what? They get a copyright claim. They don't really care because they have like lots of members. Like we only have 84 members. If we had like 1,084 members, I probably would just play whatever and be like, yeah, they can keep the advertising money / not worried about copyright strike because they'll just delete the video, or I don't know what they do. But generally, it's people I know that stream that have like shitloads of money that don't really care about any of that stuff. Rosie stopped by, just saying hi. What's up, Rosie? How you doing? Mickham says, when our Swedish Silicon Valley went out of power in the 1990s, you can imagine how many Malawi tanks our leasing company had to go and restart. Heard it was a mess. Hundreds of tanks in crisis. Some genius dug off the electric cable to the whole area. Oh, that is brutal. I'll tell you, you could kind of probably curse the guy that dug up that electrical cable, but chances are they probably didn't make it. I've seen videos of backhoes hitting big trunk lines like that, and it's basically lightning comes through the excavator.
That sounds nasty. Did you see that picture?
Let's see if we can find. Let's see if we can find one. Oh, here we go. Oh, hold on. Here you go. I'll show you some. We don't have any audio, so we'll have to make our own audio here. But this is generally how it goes. You can just imagine, some electrical sounds. But yeah, as you can see, it's not good. These are that was like a small line too. Here's a line just in the street, which is just a power line to like a neighborhood, which is still sizable. Let's not mince words here, but you can kind of get an idea of how oftentimes when these dig accidents happen, somebody doesn't make it out. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but excavators are made out of conductive material. Tonka trucks of doom.
You like that? There you go.
Tonka trucks, they're bringing the doom to you. Yeah. Although I did have a productive meeting this weekend with one of our musical masterminds, Grunther himself, and we discussed some upcoming musical projects that we may or may not be working on.
You put the band back together? Is this a Blues Brothers moment?
It's not dark out, and we aren't wearing sunglasses, so I don't know. And we don't smoke cigarettes anymore either, so it's not traditional Blues Brothers, but maybe we'll do some Blues Brothers type stuff. Those are all pretty easy songs to play. Let's see, Blues Brothers song list. What songs did they play? This isn't a set list. This is when they're playing. Fucking internet is just like such a shit show of stupidity. These are all... That's Blues Traveler and Concert. I want to see a Blues Brothers set list, which is what I looked up. But we don't get that. We get... Oh my God.
The Blues Brothers soundtrack.
They used to play live, so I wanted to see what their set list was. Oh my god. I just want to see one of the set list.
Jim and Dan instead of.
You know, the internet sometimes is a great place. Sometimes it's frustrating. Oh, here we go. Oh, guess what? Wikipedia fucking makes sense. Okay. Filming, locations, Bluesmobile, post-production, box office. Who do I hear in the background? Who is that?
That's me. Sorry. Sorry.
What is that? Are you watching YouTube videos while you're talking on YouTube?
Nope, I'm just typing. I too am Googling.
You Googleizing?
Yes, my keyboard is noisy. Sorry about that.
Okay, here we go. No?
Setlist.fm has it. Let's see what I got here.
There's a lot on the Blues Brothers, but I don't see one of their set lists. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Does anybody care about the Blues Brothers? I think it's a fantastic film and very cool.
Turn You Loose, Otis Redding cover. Hey Bartender, Floyd Dixon cover. Messing with the Kid, a Mel London cover. I Got Everything I Need Almost. Rubber Biscuit, Shotgun Blues, Groove Me, I Don't Know, Soul Man, B-Movie Boxcar Blues, and then the encore was Flip Flop and Fly, Excusez-moi, mon chéri, and I Can't Turn You Loose Again. That's one of their set lists from September 9th, 1978 at the Universal Amphitheater.
The picture that they have for Dan Aykroyd as Elwood Blues is Dan Aykroyd from Trading Places. Look at this.
That's totally the wrong
Look at that. It's Dan Aykroyd from Trading Places with Eddie Murphy. That's the picture that they have for Dan Aykroyd from the Blues Brothers, which they could have literally just put a picture of him from the Blues Brothers movie, which makes no sense to me. But yeah, okay. But maybe Trading Places is his most famous film? I doubt it. Let's see, Dan Aykroyd.
Brothers is much more popular than Trading Places.
Most famous movie. Was Ghostbusters the one that where he got most prominence? I feel like.
Might be too.
I guess.
Such an
Well,
ensemble cast, I don't think of it as a.
Dan Aykroyd, best to worst. Well, Blues Brothers came out before Ghostbusters.
Right.
So Dan Aykroyd, best to worst, goes Blues Brothers, Ghostbusters, Trading Places, Grosse Point Blank. Oh, I forgot he was in Grosse Point Blank. That is a great movie. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. I didn't know he was in that movie. Ghostbusters 2, Chaplin, My Girl, Ants, The Twilight Zone, Loser, Behind the Candelabra, The Great Outdoors. Oh, he was in Evolution? Oh, it was directed by Ivan Reitman, of course. Of course he's in it.
Still trying to find him in the Indiana Jones movie. Where the fuck was he in that movie?
I don't know. I'll scroll back up.
No,
And
that's
look-
fine. I'm just trying to think of it.
What I don't understand is why they haven't recast Ke Huy Quan as Short Round in the follow-up Indiana Jones movies.
Yeah, that would
Like-
be awesome.
It makes no sense to me why they keep doing these later Indiana Jones movies and they don't include Short Round later. I don't understand. I haven't seen the new one. Maybe he's in there, but Like, why don't you have Short Round take up the mantle? He's an actor, and he's a really good actor, and he's grown the exact amount of years it's been since Imbiamba Jones, because he was in Imbiamba Jones. And, yeah, it just makes no sense to me, like, why they haven't, like, taken that opportunity. Hold on, I'm going to look this up. I want to see what else he's been in. Has he been in the new one? Oh, there's a new Tenacious... He's in a new Tenacious D movie coming out? Look at this. I didn't realize there was another one. It's probably going to be as bad as the other one, but I'm definitely going to check that out.
That's what makes them fun.
Look at this. Tenacious D probably Hit Me Baby One More Time, I guess. He's in Kung Fu Panda 4, which Jack Black's in both of those. Maybe this... Oh, that's a music video. Okay, it's not a new... Okay, never mind. Tenacious D must do a cover of Hit Me Baby One More Time. And Kihei Kwan is in the music video. Damn, I got all excited. He's in Loki, the TV series, which I watched the first season and I really liked. And then I tried watching the second season and I kept falling asleep. Somebody said earlier I started painting again, which means I haven't been sleeping. So I've been tracking my sleep. I've just been sleeping normal. On average, I sleep 5 hours and 10 minutes a night. I don't understand. I thought I slept 8 hours. It turns out I don't sleep 8 hours ever. I don't know why. It's fucked. I got to try to sleep 8 hours or something. I don't know. I just wake up. It's fucked. American-born Chinese. Everything all at once. Everything everywhere all at once. Finding Ohana. Jimmy was mentioned earlier in the stream today. He kept telling me this was his favorite movie. I don't know if it still is. I don't know if it still is, but it was for a grip. He kept saying, you got to watch that. You got to watch it. You got to watch it. You got to watch it. And sadly, I have yet to see it. Maybe I'm saving it. I'm probably just... it feels like one of those movies I'm saving and I want to watch once no one else is watching it. I don't know why. I'm weird like that. The Goonies. The Goonies deleted scenes. Finding Ohana. So he had like a 10-year stretch here where he has like no stuff going on. Oh, he was in Encino Man. That's a badge of honor. That's a fucking badge of honor if I've ever seen it. But yeah, what I don't understand is why he hasn't come back from Imbiamba Jones, right? He was in the Goonies. He was badass in the Goonies and Imbiamba Jones. I don't remember him in Encino Man, sadly, but he could have. He was the right age in 1984 because it was him in 1984. Fast forward 40 years, he's still acting. He's still in movies. Him and Loki was great. He played the crazy guy in the basement, if you guys remember. Anyhow, he played the what was it? The guy in the basement. He's the... What do you call that person that takes care of the archives? Archivist? I don't know. Whatever. The person, the head of the archives. Anyhow. Archive director? Doug? PhD. Maybe that's what they call him. It just says AD. Anyhow, but I'm like, you make these like Indiana Jones follow-up movies 40 years later with Harrison Ford, who, by the way, is... How old is Harrison Ford?
He's got to be mid-80s.
He's 81.
Okay, early 80s.
He's 81 years old. Anyhow. But he's playing like an action star. He should be playing the grandpa role like Sean Connery did.
Right.
And he could be playing that easily with Short Round in it and being the right age and having like followed up. You could have him have any life. He could have a PhD. He could be a archaeologist now, and he needs Imbiamba Jones to help him with whatever adventures he's doing. It's goofy.
I'm still waiting for them to come back and do Next Generation Goonies. I mean, we're reviving all this other stuff from that.
There's been a bunch of fake April Fool's Days Goonies posters. I feel like Goonies 2. And when last time I looked it up, that they're thinking about making one, but they don't. I think that they don't have a script.
And didn't we lose one of the Corys?
Corey Haim.
Haim, yeah, I was going to say, wasn't Haim the
No, Corey Feldman was in it.
Feldman? It wasn't Haim that was in it, right? It was the other. That's it.
Yeah, but I don't know who's still acting. Josh Brolin obviously is. I don't know if I think there's not enough of the actors to try and do it.
Is Throw Mama from the Train, whatever her name was?
So at a Goonies-centric event in 2004, which is, by the way, 20 years ago, Chunk actor Jeff Cohen mentioned that he heard a pitch from director Steven Spielberg on a possible sequel. While he thought the pitch was funny, the top executives at Warner Brothers reportedly were not willing to approve the necessary budget for the Goonies follow-up film. Spielberg, most of the cast, and original director Richard Donner were willing to move forward on the project, but since Warner Brothers owns the rights, it did not go through. Donner then told TMZ in 2014 that a sequel was happening when he was asked if he would ever do another superhero movie, saying, "We're doing a sequel," after bringing up the Goonies unprompted. This came before Donner's passing in 2021. During a reunion for the Goonies cast and crew in 2020, per Deadline, Spielberg discussed the idea of a sequel, noting that he had had a lot of conversations about possible Goonies sequels over the years. Unfortunately, none of them came to fruition.
Telling you, that's one I'd sit down for. And really, what else does Martha Plimpton have going on?
So Corey Feldman told the Dread Central in June 2021 about Donner being unlikely to come back for the Goonies 2 because he was set to do Lethal Weapon 5, but apparently he passed away. This is unfortunate. So yeah, there's not a lot of likelihood, which meant the cast more than likely would not do the movie without him. So that seems to be sort of the consensus there. But like also at the same time, like Sean Astin could do it. Let's see I want to check the cast here because I want to go through this little list of characters. Let's see.
Feldman, Plimpton.
Well, where's the rest of the cast? I don't know if Cary Green or Martha Plimpton even act anymore. Sean Astin obviously does, but he doesn't have to do anything he doesn't want to. Josh Brolin obviously acts, but he doesn't have to do anything he doesn't want to. Corey Feldman is crazier than a bag of hammers. I bet Jeff Cohen would probably do it. Where's the Goonies cast? Cast of the Goonies. It's only giving me like 5 of them. Ki-Hai Kwan obviously would do it. Anne Ramsey is dead. Is Cyndi Lauper still around? I mean, you could maybe have her sing a song, but I don't know if she has a hit song. She's not really like in the movie. I don't know if Martha Plimpton still acts or not. She's still an actress, activist, and former model. Her feature film debut was Rollover. She might still be acting. Sounds like she is. Looks like she just recently did a red carpet thing, so probably. Joe I don't know how to say this guy's last name right.
I love him. He's a great actor.
Pantoliano, he's still acting, and he's only 72, so he could probably do it if he's in good health. But I don't know how you would like bring them back in. I think the bigger issue is that I think they had ideas for a follow-up movie, but I don't think that they had any ideas that were like, oh my God, that's rock solid. We got to make that. Right? Like, I don't think that's, which is fundamental. Like, if you don't have a good story, what the fuck are you making?
Right.
And if you're expecting,
I think that they'd be parents at this point point, and it would be around like the next generation. That would be my take on it.
You would think that's yeah. I mean, that's the takeaway that I would have. But it's been so long that they would probably be fucking grandparents by now.
Yeah.
You know, because it was 1984. It was 1984. Oh, hold on. How old is Sean Austin age? 53.
He's younger than me.
I mean, I know a lot of 53-year-old grandparents these days. I know grandparents in their 40s. So, like, I mean, they're at least getting...
that would work, because wasn't his great-great-grandfather that was the original impetus,
right.
as I recall?
There's something like that. Or his grandpa was the explorer or whatever. But, like,
Right.
I mean, I guess you could cast them as just older parents, right? That would be fine. But, like, you know, Josh Brolin's 56, but he looks 60. Easy. I'm surprised that Josh Brolin's only 56. He looks way older than that. Anyhow, probably a lot of cocaine in the 80s or whatever, but...
Being married to what's her face will do that to you.
Who? What?
Streisand. Isn't he Streisand's partner?
No. Josh Brolin was married to Alice
Right? Okay.
Alice Adair. Then he was married to Diane Lane, and he's currently married to Catherine Boyd.
Different. Must be the dad then that I'm thinking of.
Who is
He's
36
with
years
Steve
old.
Brolin. Ah, he's on the trophy wife. Gotcha.
And they have 2 kids together.
Corey Feldman is the new wannabe Michael Jackson. He and Haim, and there's something about that generation of actor that went into weird bands, weird not great bands.
It's a weird thing. It's very weird. It's very weird that Johnny Depp is like cruising around playing with his band. I mean, they don't seem distinctly bad, but they don't seem distinctly good. Like, wow, this is really good music that you really got to go to. And I don't think they have any hits, so I don't know. But Corey, I saw Corey Feldman live doing his weird live music thing. I don't know, years ago, and it was as insane and ridiculous as you would expect. It was one of the worst shows I've ever seen in my entire life. The only reason we were there was to make fun of Corey Feldman's terrible performance. I mean, we were there ironically, right? It was not good. It was not good at all. And I doubt that it's improved.
Yeah, I can't imagine it would.
Yeah.
And his reality show was horrible too, as I recall. What couple of those episodes I saw.
Yeah, I mean, he basically like has some money, and he pays like, you know, poor, good-looking women to go do stuff with him, essentially. He's like,
Found your niche.
people are saying that he's like the new Michael Jackson. Like, no, he thinks he's as good a performer as Michael Jackson is, but he's operating his life like Hugh Hefner, right? That like, I'm famous, so I'll find these young actresses, these like wannabe actresses, models, I don't know, OnlyFans girls, I don't know. And they'll get famous because I'm famous by being around me, and he pays them to like tour with him or whatever. It's so bad. The performance is the worst thing you've ever seen. Yeah. I mean, the question is like, would I be able to put on as good a performance? I don't know, but I don't have that kind of money to just like throw away on having some girls with tits hang around the stage just for the fact of them hanging around the stage. It just was the worst thing. It was just the worst thing. It wasn't a good strip show. It wasn't a good burlesque show. It wasn't vaudeville. It was the worst music, all chaotic and terrible, and some girls essentially scantily clad. Yeah. It was not good. It was bad.
Yeah. Well, I've seen Keanu's band. They were okay. I haven't ever managed to get to a Billy Bob Thornton show. No desire to see Johnny Depp. So, who am I missing in the rich actor music scene?
I don't know. I don't know. Either way, it's fundamentally, in my opinion, it's sort of a waste of time. I think like 5 Seconds to Mars, those guys are pretty good, and I think that like 5 Seconds from Mars or 5 Seconds to Mars, that's Jared Leto's band, and then I think they're pretty good, and I think my understanding is that Dog Star, which is Keanu Reeves' band, is fairly good, but like if you don't have like a big hit, right? Like, I don't know that your band is ever going to do really anything. Because the big hit is what will propel people to like want to come to your show. They want to hear that song, they want to see it performed, and they want to hear your other songs, and they might like the library of the music that you've put together. And I don't know if Dogstar like has a hit song. I don't know. I couldn't like name a song of like, oh yeah, that's that song from those guys. Whereas like what is it? Is it 5 Seconds to Mars?
Yes.
To Mars?
A friend of mine was in one of their videos.
Whereas like 5 Seconds to Mars like has songs that like you don't even know what the band is, but you would like have heard that song. Does that make sense?
Right.
So I think that they actually have some hit songs. So like even if they were to play like some music, like what do you call it? Where a bunch of bands play. What the hell is that called? Carnival Festival. There we go.
Oh, festivals. Yeah.
Like if they played a festival, they could play some of their hits, and the whole crowd, like a lot of the crowd would recognize that song, you know?
Right.
And
they always show up at what was the old, oh God, I can't think of it, the skater festival.
Yeah.
Coachella.
Well, the
one
goofy
that Linkin Park and those guys did.
Yeah, so the goofy part of like having a band like that is that if you have somebody that I don't know how much money is like Johnny Depp worth, right? Like $100 million or something, right?
Right.
Like the promotion is supposed to come from somewhere, right? Which is either your record label, if you're a band that signs on with a record label, or you're like independently promoting your content. So it's like if you have Johnny Depp the band and you have $100 million in the bank, what you're supposed to do, you make an album, you pick like the best song, and then you promote that song with the money essentially that you have to get a song to be like heard and recognized by a lot of people, so that when you do go to play songs at a show, people want to come and they want to hear that song, and at the very least they can cling to that, like, I know that one song, I'm going to hear the other songs too, right? And if you don't have that, then there's no reason to tour, in my opinion. Like, you could play some local shows or whatever if you have the bug to play like local shows, but like to be touring around the country like Corey Feldman was, he didn't have a hit song. There was no hit. There was internet videos making fun of how bad his performance was. That's it. Which may or may not even have had sound. So, yeah, there was no reason.
Just a money grab.
Yeah, I mean, he was basically traveling around because people were making fun of him, and he was trying to get money for it. I do know that, like, he played at, like, the Off-Ramp or El Corazon or whatever the hell it was called at the time. I know that the people running the show there were like, dude, we're losing money doing this show. Like, they didn't even sell enough tickets for the venue to like basically be open. Like, we went, it was not sold out. And there was no misconception that it was sold out. That's how bad it was. Like, I mean, there was like 50 people maybe to just see the spectacle. Like, and I think I don't know how many. What was the seating? What was the capacity?
250, 300, I can't remember. Something along those lines.
800.
800. Oh, Jesus. All right.
Yep.
Saw Weezer there. That wasn't why I was there. I was there for Eric Bogosian, but I saw Weezer there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I saw a lot of bands play at the off ramp, El Corazon, whatever it was called at the time. Because it was the off ramp, and then it became El Corazon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was kind of its. I think it did one more change before it closed. I want to say.
I think it might have been called something else. I can't remember. I can't even remember.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to remember stuff. Oh, it was El Corazon at the Funhouse. Like it combined with the Funhouse. That's right.
Oh, yeah, it was hard to keep up with Seattle. It's that stage. So.
Although I think aren't they supposed to reopen? Seattle nightclub El Corazon, site of Pearl Jam's first show, is getting demolished. It got demolished, but I think they're going to be new venues, or at some point in the next few years, the two venues will temporarily relocate while the new building is being built, Sim said. The venues will then return to the original location upon completion of the new building. Okay. So, like, once this whole area is rebuilt, they're supposed to return, but I don't know if COVID or something like that
delayed that. The Rapture, COVID, all those things.
So I'm not 100% sure if those venues are going to come back. Are they coming back, or are they back? I don't know if is it back open yet? I don't know.
I haven't heard anything about it.
It might be open again.
Cool.
Maybe?
My show days are past. Goodbye, cool team.
Oh, I guess they're back open in the new space. Huh. I did not know that.
Be cool to go and check it out at some stage.
Hey, it would be worthwhile, I think, to go like see it. Let's see who's playing there. Let's see if somebody's playing here in the future. Flotsam and Jetsam, those guys are still alive? Oh my god. No, we're not going to go to that. Battle of the Ballads. North American tour featuring Trollfest. Oh my god. Better go to that. Black Sabbath? There's no way that's like actual Black Sabbath. Nope, Black Sabbath. The female Black Sabbath tribute band.
That doesn't sound promising somehow.
I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything I want to see at El Corazon here from there. Let's go to their webpage and see if there's anything worth going to. Can we go back? Are we allowed to go back? No. Okay, I guess we're not. We have to do a new tab. El Corazon calendar. Sponge is going to be there.
Okay. When did they last have a? Never mind. Don't know.
Don't know. The Pancakes and Booze Art Show. Huh. DOA? Hmm?
Another one of those, how long have they been going? Okay.
Like forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Dead Boys, somebody on Windrose. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, wait a minute. See you, Space Cowboy. Is that?
Some weird David Bowie tribute thing? I don't know that band.
Oh, they're Australian. They're probably not good. Do they have music sound? No, they don't. Don't have any of their music on their webpage. Okay. Must be pretty proud of their tunes.
That's always a good sign.
It only goes into May. Oh, Stiff Little Fingers is going to be there May 19th.
Stones coverage.
Huh.
It's true, Alyssa. Some of them are, but Sabbath is, I don't know. That's a tough one.
What's that?
She's saying that some of the female-fronted cover bands are good, which is true. I've seen Hell's Bells a number of times. I've seen a few of them, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to see a female Sabbath tribute show or not.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds weird to me. Oh God, it's almost 4:30. We gotta go. Everybody's leaving. Everybody's mass exodus anyhow. Thanks everybody for showing up for the show today. I don't know if we answered any questions or we did anything, whatever. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what we did today, but it's Monday. Next week's my birthday. Mark Balkwell was asking for a stream later this week, and I really hope to try to have multiple streams a week, but we'll just see how it shakes out. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to like false promise a stream later, and then people are like, dude, why didn't you stream? And I'm like, fuck, I'm sorry. I tried, but it didn't work. So we'll try. We'll see what happens. Anyhow, if I don't see you before the end of the week, I hope you have a fantastic week and fantastic weekend and nights and mornings and all that stuff. And I hope you don't get raptured.
Okay. You either. Goodbye.